Hello everyone, welcome back to Ice Weather TV. Today we're diving into a topic that sparks a lot of debates and discussions: cancel culture. You know, the phenomena where individuals, celebrities, or even brands get cancelled or boycotted for things they've said or done. It seems like every other day there's some new story about someone being cancelled, and it's got everyone talking. But what does it mean to be cancelled? And why are people so quick to cancel brands and celebrities? Is it a force for good or has it gone too far? In this video, we're going to dig deep into this complex and controversial topic. We'll look at some high profile examples like Kanye West and Michael Jackson. We'll explore the reasons behind their cancellations, the impact it has had on them, and what it tells us about our society. Why do some people support cancel culture, believing it holds people accountable for their actions, while others think it's just a way of silencing dissenting opinions? What are the psychological and social forces at play over here? We're also going to talk about the broader implications of cancel culture and how does it affect freedom of speech, creativity, and even corporate behavior. Are we really solving problems or are we just creating new ones? Why should you care about this topic? Well, because cancel culture is not just about celebrities and brands, it's also about our values, our behavior on social media, and the kind of society that we ultimately want to live in. Many people argue that an artist's work should stand on its own, separate from their personal life. They believe that the contributions made by artists like Kanye West and Michael Jackson to music and culture are far too significant to be erased. West, for example, has revolutionized hip hop with his innovative production techniques and deeply personal lyrics. Albums like The College Dropout and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy have not only defined an era of music but have also influenced countless artists across genres. Similarly, Michael Jackson's impact on the music industry is undeniable. His groundbreaking music videos, iconic dance moves, and timeless songs have left an indelible mark on pop culture. Songs like Billie Jean and Beat It are not just hits, they're also cultural milestones that have shaped the landscape of music and entertainment. Supporters of this view argue that these artistic contributions provide immense value to society and should be appreciated independently of all the artist's personal controversies. They emphasize the importance of preserving cultural heritage, and they also recognize that art often transcends the flaws of its creators. For them, cancelling these artists would mean losing a part of our collective cultural history. Conversely, others maintain that artists, as public figures, must be held accountable for their actions. They argue that continued support of these artists implicitly condones their behavior, which can be harmful. This perspective insists that the privileges of fame and influence come with a responsibility to uphold certain standards of conduct. Kanye West's controversial statements and actions, such as his comments on slavery being a choice and his public support for polarizing political figures, have sparked widespread criticism. For many, these actions are not just personal opinions but statements that carry significant weight due to his influential platform. Critics argue that by continuing to support Kanye, society sends a message that fame and talent can excuse harmful behavior. In Michael Jackson's case, the serious allegation of child molestation have led many to re-evaluate their support for his music. Despite his acquittal in court, the disturbing nature of the accusations and the testimonies presented in documentaries like Leaving Neverland have convinced some that supporting Jackson's legacy is morally indefensible. They believe that turning a blind eye to such allegations undermines the experiences of survivors and perpetuates a culture of impunity. There's a growing call for a more nuanced approach to cancel culture, one that allows for growth and redemption. Personally, I think it makes a lot of sense. Instead of just cancelling someone outright, why not look at the context of their actions and see if they've shown real remorse and change? It's about finding that middle ground between completely writing someone off and blindly supporting them. Let's give the people the chance to learn from their mistakes and grow, rather than just shutting them down. What do you think? Isn't it more productive to encourage positive change rather than just cancelling everyone? For instance, some people say we should consider Kanye West's mental health struggles when looking at his controversial actions. Understanding how bipolar disorder affects his behavior can help us develop more empathy and see the importance of mental health support. This doesn't excuse everything he does, but it suggests we should approach his situation with more compassion. It's about seeing the whole picture and not rushing to judgment. Similarly, with Michael Jackson, instead of just erasing his contributions, some people suggest we should use his legacy to discuss child abuse and exploitation. This way, we can acknowledge the serious allegations against him while still appreciating the impact of his music. Ultimately, it's about having those difficult conversations and not ignoring the good parts of his work. In my personal view, it's important to try and separate the artist from their art. This way, we can still enjoy their creative contributions while also recognizing and discussing their personal missteps. It's not about turning a blind eye to their mistakes, but about understanding that people are complex. We can appreciate the beauty and impact of their work while holding them accountable for their actions. This approach allows us to have a more balanced and nuanced discussion about art and the responsibility of artists. Public opinion and media play a significant role in the dynamics of cancel culture. Media coverage often amplifies controversies, shaping public perception and fueling the call for cancellations. The rapid spread of information on social media platforms can lead to swift and sometimes disproportionate responses. The court of public opinion can be unforgiving, leaving little to no room for artists to explain or rectify their actions. The media often skews our perception of an artist's contribution versus their missteps. Sensational headlines turn complex issues into simple right or wrong. I think this oversimplification does us more harm than good, pushing us to take extreme stances without fully understanding the context. We need deeper conversations to grasp these situations. Finally, the decision to cancel or continue supporting an artist is a personal one. It involves balancing their artistic contributions against their controversial missteps. It's about weighing the joy and the inspiration their art brings against the potential harm their actions have caused. For some, the music of Kanye West and Michael Jackson remains an integral part of their lives, providing a soundtrack to key moments and emotions. For others, the pain and disappointment associated with their actions make it impossible to separate the art from the artist. Cancel culture is often criticized for silencing dissenting opinions, and this is where it gets really controversial. Are we as a society losing our ability to engage in meaningful dialogue? By immediately cancelling those who we disagree with, we shut down any possibility of understanding or compromising with them, hence creating an echo chamber where only certain viewpoints are allowed, which is ironically counterproductive to the idea of a free and open society. When we cancel someone, we're not just holding them accountable, we're also sending a message that dissenting opinions are not welcome. This can lead to a culture of fear where people are afraid to express their views, even if those views could contribute to a healthy debate. Imagine a world where every controversial thought is met with immediate backlash or criticism. How can we grow and learn from each other if we only hear what we already agree with? Moreover, cancel culture often ignores the context and complexity of the human behavior. People make mistakes, and those mistakes can be opportunities for learning and growth. But when someone is cancelled, they are often denied the chance to make amends or show that they have changed. This all or nothing approach leaves no room for redemption, and it can destroy careers and lives without considering the possibility of personal evolution. In the end, cancel culture is complex and polarizing issue that touches on accountability, free speech, and the enduring impact of art. Whether it's artists like West or Jackson, or major clothing brands and shopping brands, the debate over cancellation is far from straightforward. It's crucial to strike a balance between holding individuals and organizations accountable for their actions and appreciating the contributions that they've made. But here's the good news. We have the power to shape how cancel culture evolves. By fostering open dialogue and understanding, we can create a more inclusive and forgiving society. So, let's look forward to a future where we can learn from our mistakes, grow from our experiences, and celebrate the diverse perspectives that make our world vibrant and dynamic. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into cancel culture. If you found this video thought provoking, please like, share, and subscribe to Wise Feather TV for more engaging content. Together, we can continue to explore and discuss the big issues that shape our lives. Let's keep the conversation going and make positive change happen. Thank you.